Come close, children, sit by the fire. Tonight I will tell you a tale my own grandmother once told me. A tale of cleverness, of greed, and of why the tortoise, though wise, walks slow and carries a shell full of cracks. Are you ready? Then listen closely, because not everything in this world is as it seems. In the time before humans ruled the earth, the animals held kingdoms, and the sky still touched the tops of trees. Among the animals lived Ijapa the tortoise, clever, charming, and utterly impossible to trust. He wasn't big, he wasn't fast, but he had one thing the other animals didn't: a mouth that could talk him into and out of almost anything. One sunny morning, as the sun painted golden paths through the savanna grass, Ijapa strolled through the village square with his shell polished like a calabash bowl. He stopped by every animal's house, the lions, the parrots, even the always suspicious antelope. Ijapa approached them, a wide grin on his face, wondering aloud why everyone seemed so busy and quiet. He teased them, asking if they hadn't heard the sky calling out. The animals looked at one another, puzzled. The parrot, frowning, wanted to know who the sky was calling. Ijapa then revealed his grand news. All birds had been invited to a royal feast in the sky, and they were even allowed to bring a guest. Gasps of surprise, excitement, and suspicion rippled through the gathering. The antelope, always wary, questioned how Ijapa, who couldn't fly, planned to attend. Ijapa, ever confident, dismissed the need for wings, declaring that he would bring the flavor to the feast. The birds, flattered by his charm, agreed to help him. Each offered a feather. Soon, Ijapa looked like a walking patchwork quilt. He then proudly proclaimed himself feathered king. That afternoon, they soared up into the clouds, past the mountain tops, past the dancing winds, into the kingdom of the sky spirits, a palace of floating stones, golden trees, and rivers that flowed upside down. The sky chief welcomed them, but first he asked each guest for their name. One by one, they announced themselves: parrot, weaver bird, stork, peacock. Then came Ijapa. Ijapa bowed low, revealing his chosen name. My name is all of you. The sky chief, smiling, affirmed his understanding. Ah, the food shall be served to all of you. And so the feast began. Yam pounded so smooth it melted like butter. Palm wine sweet as honey. Jollof cooked with magic peppers. Fruits from trees that don't exist on earth. And Ijapa ate it all. The birds waited for their turn, but none came. Ijapa, his mouth full, impatiently told his companions that there would be leftovers, maybe. He licked his fingers and burped. The parrot, furious, accused him of tricking them, but it was too late. The damage was done. The birds snatched back their feathers. Tortoise now stood at the edge of the sky, featherless, full, and suddenly very, very small. Ijapa, desperate, pleaded with them to send a message to his wife. He explained that she should lay soft things in the yard, blankets, clothes, palm leaves, so he could jump down safely. The birds agreed. But when they reached earth, the parrot, with a sly grin, delivered a very different message, announcing that her husband had instructed her to prepare the yard with mortars, pestles, and stones, anything hard. And that's exactly what she did. From high above, Ijapa looked down, and a gleam of satisfaction crossed his face. He believed his lovely wife had done well, seeing everything ready. He leapt. For a moment, he felt the air kiss his shell. Then, crash! A sound like thunder. His shell cracked into 100 sharp pieces. The ground shook. Birds flew. Even lion winced. Days passed. Tortoise lay silent, until the village healer, an ancient chameleon with wise eyes, stitched his shell with palm resin and thyme. Ijapa survived, but his once smooth shell forever cracked, a mark of his cleverness and his foolishness. And that's why, till today, the tortoise carries a cracked shell, to remind us all that greed brings shame. Tricksters always fall, and even the sky can teach a lesson. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us, should Ijapa return in another tale? Or what African folk tale should we bring to life next?